Hello and welcome to another delicious review. Today's review is a special edition because it is after my YouTube channel has reached 4,000 subscribers. So I would like to thank you all for subscribing, for watching the movies, and also for commenting, giving me feedback and likes. If you want to be notified after a video like this appears, please hit the notification bell by the channel subscription. This ration is quite huge, as you can see. It fills the picture, and this is French Army freeze-dried 24-hour ration, RIL. And this is menu number 5 without pork, and still perfectly in date, which is October 2022, and now we have January 2022. So we have the content list in French and in English, and some warnings here. And this bag has a ziplock and 10 notches. So without further ado, let's open. Let's start with the main meals. As always in the French rations we had a lot of items here. So we have instant soup powder, I would say, which is the chicken soup with carrots. And here we have shepherd's pie, very interesting, and Voyager, which is rice with beef and mushrooms. So it looks like items from a travel or sports shop, and these are probably just from such type of equipment. Okay, let's go to the next meal. These are the side dishes, breakfast, and so on. So we have muesli with chocolate. We have strawberry jam. We have pâté, actually rillette, made from baked chicken, I would translate it, and 2 packs of salted biscuits. Here is the beef jerky, also freeze-dried, so we will try it. Now the desserts and sweet part. We have this energy bar, 2 types. One is the red fruits, and this is cafe. This is a fruit gel, and we have fruit jelly here and dark chocolate 70% cocoa. And now the drinks part. 2 isotonic sport drink, which is lemon and mint, very interesting combination. Cocoa drink, we have sugar, salt and pepper. We have 2 packs of instant coffee, 1 tea, black tea, and 1 green tea with mint. And we have a very huge pack, which is 12 water purification tablets and a pack of napkins or tissues. This will be my breakfast, which is the chocolate muesli, which requires 100 milliliters of cold water. And I will make a coffee. There is no whitener here or milk. And the isotonic sports drink. This pack is for half a liter, so let's say 2 cups. And because I don't eat only sweet breakfast usually, I will take this salted biscuits and this chicken pâté. So let me prepare everything. Let's have a breakfast. I will start with the savory part, with this biscuits and pâté. There are 2 packs of biscuits, each contains 2 pieces. So that's these biscuits are just the same as in the regular version of these rations. A bit broken. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And now this pate. Once I managed to buy all these side dishes like this pate, some desserts in this kind of can without a ration, so just somebody sold as a bulk for I don't know €1 a piece, and I bought a huge box and they were really good. Okay, we have this muesli here standing, but actually it has no expandable bottom, so it's not standing on its own. Oops. Okay. Maybe you haven't noticed, but in this ration we don't have any cutlery, even a single spoon. So we have to try it. We have to have our own. Let's try the biscuits. It's interesting. They are not tasting like a bread, not so neutral like, for example, the Russian crackers. This is a mixture of a bit sweet and bit salty flavors, so quite intense. So now let's try this pate. This is rillette, which means this is not very well mixed. You can see some like fibers, yeah, strings. So this is something like pulled chicken. Put it on a cracker. Oops. I'm telling you guys, this is excellent. So this is interesting in terms of the let's say structure, because it's not boring mass, and it tastes like baked chicken. So roasted chicken. So what can you have more for your breakfast? Excellent. Okay, let me have a sip of the isotonic drink. I thought it will be yellow, but it's almost transparent. Smells like medicine, like vitamins. I would say it's quite decent. I've had before in French rations isotonic drinks which were really disgusting, but this is slightly citrusy and not too sweet. Has some of this chemical medicine aftertaste, but it's quite okay. So let's go to the muesli. Inside we have small chocolate balls, pearls, I would say. Very interesting combination, because you have here, I thought that this chocolate will dissolve, but actually this pearls, chocolate chips or whatever, are crunchy and they are not dissolved. Although the milk here is a bit also chocolatey. I was afraid it will be very sweet, but it is not very sweet, which is good for me. So let me have a sip of this coffee, which is Arabica 100%, actually made by the well-known company from Spain, which produces the Spanish and also UN, which is called Yomipsa. Jomipsa. Another good surprise, because it has a dark, I would say, roasted taste, but not too bitter. So very, as for instant coffee, it is very rich in flavor. So that was my breakfast. Let's make and enjoy the lunch. The main dish here is rice and beef with mushrooms, and we have also a soup. This is the chicken soup with potatoes and carrots. And additionally we have something like dessert, let's say, which is energy gel with dried figs, and we have the green tea with mint, which I like very, very much. Additionally, for this meal, I have prepared purified water. So I took one of these tablets and dissolved it in 1 liter of just tap water. So this is not water from the lake or something like this, because I don't have this. But we will try to make everything, so tea, soup and this main dish, using this water. So after dissolving this tablet, I tasted the water, and actually the taste hasn't changed that much. Actually it's really okay. So let me prepare everything and we'll start. The water is boiled, so we can start to make the lunch. Here we have 250 ml for the soup. Here we have the tea water. Let's start. Yes, and for this we have probably a line number 6 inside, and because you have to get 280 milliliters of water, which is a bit strange amount, so I suppose there will be a line there. Yeah, exactly, we have lines inside. So let me put the water, stir it up, and then we will wait. Okay, this main dish needs something like 5 to 8 minutes to rehydrate, and now this soup. Oh, we have pasta, round pasta. It smells like let's say powdered soup already, just from such distance. I can tell you that for these 3 components, I mean tea, the soup and the main dish, I have used almost whole liter of water, so it's quite a lot. Let's go ahead with the soup. This is a chicken soup, but if you wonder what is here really, you can see that it is something like a bit creamy. So the main components, which is 30%, is something like potato powder. Then we have carrots, 5%, and we have chicken meat, which is 3%, and chicken fat, which is 2%. So it's rather potato soup than chicken soup, but let's try. I have to say, a pleasant surprise. I was expecting rather something very, very artificial, this vitamin aftertaste or something like this, but it's quite decent. It's not that strong. It's of course not a fresh bouillon made from chicken, but the taste is almost natural, I would say. It is not too salty, but the taste is quite intense. So as for me, it's really a good product. And now the rice. We have of course the beef here, but the rice is half of the let's say of the weight, which is 54%, and freeze-dried beef is 15, so it should be visible. Now have a look. Yeah, we have the rice, carrots, beef, everything is there. So let's try. It's also a decent dish. So we have the rice, we have something like creamy sauce. I don't feel here, I cannot trace the mushrooms, but maybe the taste of the sauce. We have Look how big chunks of beef. This is something like 1/3 of a tablespoon, so it is chewy. So you can, it's not something like anonymous, minced meat. So it is good. Something what is missing here from me is the pepper, a bit of spiciness. Salt is okay. So the taste is very mild and I would say maybe a bit bland, but you can taste this vegetables and this creamy sauce. So as this is a lot of food, and I think it's really decent. Now let's have a sip of this green tea with mint. Ah, what a lovely smell. A very good light minty taste. I am not a very big fan of green tea, but in combination with mint it is really good. Now something like dessert. Open here. So I will squeeze it out on a spoon. Oh, what a small hole. The smaller the hole, the better control, like Gandalf says, but it is too small. Yeah. So very dark, shiny jam. It has a very intense smell of dried figs, really like fresh from a box. This is excellent. So the taste is like dried figs, but not so as sweet as regular figs, and of course without all the small seeds. So it's very smooth, very tasty, and very good item for boosting up your energy. So that was my lunch. Welcome to the sweet snacks section of this ration. So there was also a beef jerky, but it's for the dinner. But we have here 1, 2, 3, 4 types of bars, and we have also fruit gel, fruit energy gel, but this is for the lunch. Okay. Let's have a look inside these bars. I will take a small plate maybe. So this one is the jelly made of fruits. And this is strawberry and a blackcurrant. Nice, dark and let's say dense. It's energy bar with coffee flavor. So it contains proteins based on the rice. Victory. Let's slice it. And this version of bar with red fruits. And the dark chocolate. It's broken, I will take only half of this. I have to hurry because my neighbor is starting to drilling in the walls, so it will be a bit loud. First this jelly. Very chewy, fruity, not too sweet, so this is definitely my taste. And this coffee bar. I told you that it has a protein from rice. It's of course not true. The proteins are from milk, and it contains also a bit of rice here. I think this may also, the other one also may contain some rice for some crispiness, I guess. Let's have a closer look. Yeah, it's really good. It's a bit crispy, and the taste is like coffee with milk and sugar, which, of course, maybe not for everybody, but I like it. Now this with this red fruit. Actually, I like better this one, the coffee, because this has some fruity flavor, but a bit artificial. I think there are only a tiny bits of this fruits here, so nothing like this taste. So I like this better, but it's also okay. So now let's finish with this chocolate. Guys, this is hard. This is rock hard. But in terms of quality, in terms of taste, it's excellent, I have to say. And as far as I can remember, also the previous versions of chocolates in the French rations were really very good. But this one is the fair trade version, so it's something else than it was before. So this was the snack section. Let's have a dinner together. The main here is the shepherd's pie, which is actually mashed potatoes and I think beef. Yes, beef. And it is MX3 Aventure, so French food for hikers and tourists. And we have something additional, which is this beef jerky, our biscuits, something sweet, which is a strawberry jam, cocoa drink, and just a plain black tea. Let's have a look on this interesting dish. As it's written here, we have some cutlery inside, but the preparation is also quite interesting. You need almost half a liter of water here, so this will be in total 585 grams, so a huge portion. And the preparation is very simple. You just pour the water, you stir this, and you eat. So no waiting. We'll see. Okay, beef jerky is beef jerky. So let me boil the water, and a lot of water actually, and we'll have this meal together. Let's start with the drinks. And this black tea is also Spanish. Mama Ines. And this Mama Ines cocoa drink. It can be dissolved between 150 and 200 milliliters. So I will make it in the small amount of water to have some intense drink for a good night. Yes, I made a mess. And let's have this beef. Looks like it's a French beef. Quite thick, I would say. I will take on a few pieces. And biscuits, salted biscuits. Let's take one pack only. Yeah, and the jam. Now, the main. Looks like we have a Ziploc here, but it's open, I think. Okay, I managed to read the instructions well, and we have the lines with numbers inside, but the proper line is number 4, and the number 4 is on the level of this powder, so not too much water, just I don't know, but we'll see. Although it is not written here that you should wait, I will let this a couple of minutes to hydrate, especially these beef pieces. Okay, it's about 10 minutes. I think I will start with this. Have a look. Maybe on a spoon. Yeah, so mashed potatoes. Maybe it's not super appetizing, but the smell is quite nice. So a bit smells of a beef and potatoes. Let's try. I would say it is quite decent. The mashed potatoes is very smooth, and the beef is very tender. So it's not very exciting in terms of the taste. I will use a bit of salt and pepper here, which we have, of course, and it will be, I guess, better. So let me have a sip of this tea. Oh, I have to say that this is very good quality tea. So it's not like brown hot water, but it has a taste of a real tea. Very good. So now this beef jerky. Okay, this is quite a different kind of beef jerky, because normally it is dried and it is very chewy. Sometimes very chewy, like I think it was in the Australian ration. But this beef is not just dried, it is freeze dried. So it is not chewy, it is very crunchy, easy to break, easy to, let's say, bite in. So very different kind of snack. Yeah, so the strawberry jam. Yes, strawberry. Spitting tube. Okay, this is a proper jam. What do I mean by proper jam? If I wouldn't see the front of this tube, so what is made of, so I can tell you only by the taste that these are strawberries here. So that's how it should be. So last but not least, cocoa drink. It is a kind of light drink. I mean, it's not thick and not very milky, but quite nice. So I really, it was a good decision to make it in the smaller amount of water, just to not have it so watery. Thank you very much for watching. This was the review of the French Army menu number 5 24-hour ration freeze-dried version. And it was done because of the 4,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for your support. Please subscribe if you were for the first time and you liked this video. See you in the next reviews. Bye.